Is the new Iranian president a modern-day Gorbachev? Will Hassan Rouhani tear down the wall that separates the U.S. and the Islamic Republic? I'm Amy Holmes, bringing you today's Hot List at theblaze.com. Yesterday, we took a brief look at the history of Iranian leadership. Well, today we examine the relationship between our countries and how we got here. It wasn't always this way. Back in the mid-19th century, the U.S. and Iran were allies. The Brits and the Russians represented the greatest threat to Persian interests. Then, in 1953, Operation Ajax, a coup d'etat orchestrated by the CIA and MI6 to overthrow the democratically elected Iranian Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. The Shah of Iran dismissed the Prime Minister and replaced him with General Zahedi. Mossadegh was kept under house arrest until his death in 1957. Then, 20 years later, Jimmy Carter traveled to Iran as a gesture of friendship and solidarity.
Citizens of Iran, my own nation has been blessed this year by an official visit of His Imperial Majesty the Shah and by the Shahbanu Empress Farah. This was a fine gesture of friendship.
But only 2 years later, the Iranian Revolution swept the U.S.-backed government from power, and the Ayatollah Khomeini declared Iran an Islamic Republic and the U.S. the Great Satan. Militants stormed our embassy and held American diplomats hostage for 444 excruciating days. The crisis severed U.S.-Iranian relations and many would say ended Jimmy Carter's presidency. And for the last 2.5 decades, our countries have been steadfast adversaries. Until now, until this weekend's historic deal. But the question remains, who's getting the better end of it? And is the new Iranian president truly a reformer or a new face on an old enemy? Much more to be said on the topic, to be sure. Let us know what you think in the comments below. I'm Amy Holmes reporting to you from the Blaze newsroom in New York City.